Hello everybody, this is Daniel Suguwa, and today we of a little bit of suddenness and whatnot. For one thing is for sure, I will go and film this stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. Slightly little problem here. Let me see how to rectify this. Oh. Okay. I think we might already get this again. Okay. So sorry for a little bit of technical problem. Looks like it's a little bit coming from my cellular phone internet. So, but whatever. I hope the drop is not really that worse. So. Yeah, so this is how the launch looks like. I'll change another one here.
射場系準備完了。The range system is go.
Okay, should be this. Okay, but this one should be good. And as you can see on the line, it says there H-IIA flight 50, and it says thank you because yes, as you guys know, this will be the final flight ever for the H2 family as a whole since the launch around, if I remember correctly, my history is correct, it will be around 1993. Oh no, what's happening? I guess. Yeah. Okay, we should be good.
打ち上げ6分前です。H-IIA ロケット55機の打ち上げに問題はありません。
Alright.
T-minus 6 minutes.
Okay, T-minus 6 minutes. It looks like the launch is pretty good.
Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. And we have a northwesterly wind at 3 meters per second.
Okay.
Weather is green for launch.
Yeah. And oh no, it's keeping dropping. Never mind. I'll try again. Like it keeps dropping on my internet side. Yeah. So please be a little bit patient here. I don't know what's happening. Okay, we should be good to go. Let's go. Let's go, please. This is very important. We cannot miss this.
310、309、308、The satellite system is go.
Alright, so looks like the satellite system is go. And for anyone that watching here, sorry I did not fully properly introduce myself because a little bit of a rush, you know. Let's just say this stream is a little bit, I just want to do it and I don't want to do it. But I decided to just do it because because the launch is
The
pretty.
automatic countdown sequence has been initiated.
Let's just say it's
現在
pretty.
ロケットの管制は吉信発射管制塔から行われています。
The H-IIA launch vehicle operations are currently controlled from Yoshinobu Blockhouse.
Yeah, and because the launch is, I can consider this one of the important because this is the last flight ever for the launch. Yet I did not cover this at all since I start streaming this. So why not? I'll take the chance. I'll dive in. So yeah, it's midnight in my place, at least almost 12:30 a.m. here. And meanwhile, for the Japan and yeah, for Japan's time here, it's 1 hour ahead of us here in Sarawak, in Malaysia, Borneo, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. And because I didn't properly introduce myself, let me reintroduce myself. Hello everybody, I'm Dennis Suguwa, and today we are going to watch the launch of the H-IIA rockets, a rocket that will for this last flight of the flight 50 that will carry the GOSAT-GW, and GOSAT-GW is going to be a pretty
T-minus 3 minutes.
it's going to be a
全システムの電
pretty
源が外部から内部に切り替えられました。
All systems have transitioned from external to internal power sources.
yeah, it's a pretty mouthful name, so that's why. Okay, I want to see which one
1
would
段
be
液体水素系準備完了。
okay. This one would be
The
fine.
first stage liquid hydrogen system is ready.
Okay, so we're going to switch in between these two. So that's it, and you can see this is the rocket here, looking pretty nice. And one thing for sure, if you notice, the microphone, maybe the microphone that I'm using right now, it's way more consistent compared to what do I do before, because let's just say I'm using headset right now. I'm using headphone with the microphone on my left side, so I can do this without having to keep up with my hand and just talk like that. So it's a pretty liberating experience, and we are going to talk a little bit like a sport commentator for sure. And for this launches, let's just say that GOSAT-GW, if I remember correctly, this is a successor mission for the GOSAT-2 missions launched back in 2018. And this one is also dubbed called as Ibuki
The second
GW, so
stage
that's
liquid
that.
oxygen system is ready.
Okay, and
2段液体水素系準備完了。
and
The second stage
except to the
liquid hydrogen system is ready.
side booster of the SRB, which is using the combination of the oxidizer and fuel, just uses hydrolox, or aka liquid oxygen as the liquid oxygen as the oxidizer and liquid hydrogen as the fuel. So because it's very efficient. No.
打ち上げ1分前です。
1 minute to launch.
Okay, so 1 minute. Ooh, we saved this from total. So that's that. Oh no.
打ち上げ1分前です。
1 minute to launch.
Come on. Come on, we're gonna crash this.
The flight mode is on.
Okay, the flight mode is
全システム
on,
準備完了。
and let's just say the GOSAT-GW satellite is going to be a little bit similar to the ESA's biomass satellite that I have covered by. It has its own and main engine ignition, and we have liftoff from the Yoshinobu launch complex of the LA-Y2, if I remember correctly, or Y1,
H-IIA ロケット
and we have liftoff for the last time of the H-IIA rockets and
午
the
前1時
H-2
33分
rocket family as a whole. We have
カメラの最終セン
liftoff.
ターから打ち上げられました。
Okay,
打ち上げ
and
1分前です。
The H-IIA launch vehicle
Yes,
number 50
liftoff.
carrying Ibuki-GW lifted off from the JAXA Tanegashima Space Center at 1:33 and 3 seconds a.m. Japan Standard Time on June 29th, 2025.
Yeah.
打ち上げ以
So
降、
that's
ロケッ
that.
トの管制は吉信発射管制塔から竹崎総合司令塔に引き継がれています。
Following the liftoff, the operation control of the rocket has been transferred from Yoshinobu Blockhouse to Takesaki Range Control Center.
Yeah.
ロケ
So
ットは
that's
現在
that. You can
東
see
南
it.
東方向への太平洋上へ飛行しています。
The H-IIA
Okay,
is currently heading
and
east-southeast
alright,
over the
so you can
Pacific
see
Ocean.
there's the view, and you can see it's still ignite. The SRB is pretty good so far. Okay. So looks like it pretty good so far.
84、85、86、87、88、89。
ロケットは順調に飛行を続けています。
Alright. So looking pretty good.
100。
Okay. 100 seconds into flight. And from what I know is that the GOSAT-GW satellite would be deployed around 16 minutes and 1 second. So we are going to
SRBA
witness
燃焼
that.
終了。
Okay,
The
so
solid
the
boosters have burned
SRB
out.
SRB
18、
dash SRBA side booster has already fully depleted for the mission and prepare for the separation of the booster, and
SRBA 分離。
The
Eh,
solid boosters have
and
separated.
SRBA side booster has already completed its job for the final and for the last time ever for the flight. So thank you for the service
ロケットは
SRB-A.
順調に飛行を続けてい
Thank you
ま
for the
す。
service.
The
And
rocket continues to fly on course.
yeah, so looks like it's pretty good so far. And as you can see, because it burns liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen together, you can see the burn is pretty
現
clean.
在のロケットの高度は
It looks
約
pretty
70
bluish color, right? So
秒
that's
速
why
約 1.5km
you can see
です。
there.
The current altitude of the rocket is approximately 70 kilometers. Velocity
Alright.
is about 1.5 kilometers per second.
Alright, so looking pretty good so far. It should be nominal. I mean, thank goodness we've already troubleshoot the problem, and internet didn't work this time before it's fully launched. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking with me. So here we go. Okay, and any seconds from now we should see the animation. It either could be the new animation or the old-ish animation specific for the H-IIA rocket. Okay, so we can see this
現
is
在のロケットの高度は約 100km、秒速
Okay.
約 1.7km です。
The current altitude of the rocket is approximately 100 kilometers. Velocity
Okay.
is about 1.7 kilometers per second.
okay. So it should be within margin of the nominal. Okay, you can see a little bit of the prediction. Yeah, it's actually pretty nominal so far. You can see there is some slight a little bit a line predicted line of the velocity of the rocket velocity and also the rocket altitude, and it's so far it's looking pretty good. Didn't deviate too much. Okay, and it looks pretty fine. Still pretty in nominal. History. Okay, and looks like we have payload fairing
Payload
separation.
has been jettisoned.
Okay, and looks like we have already confirmation from the Tanegashima.
Okay, so now you're looking at. So this is the failing, the jettison. Now you listen to that and then actual live and the voice of that's the payload failing has been jettisoned. Let me explain that the screen that you're looking at. From the upper parts of the screen, this is you can find out the time. So
Okay.
x plus 3 105 and 6. This means that's the elapsed time from the lift off. So this is the event X, is that for the one that the rocket is now in the flying and the real time, that this is the specific events. So this the blue it represented the planned time, and then actually for that you can find out the actual time, and also you can find out that about that the difference from the planned time and actual time and go and up. This is the velocity or that kind of a vehicle informations that about the latitude, longitude, and altitude, and that all indicated, and also right hand side and the graphics, and so that the altitude and velocity.
Oh no! Oh no! What happened? Oh no!
Informations that about the latitude, longitude, and altitude, and that all indicated, and also right hand side and the graphics, and so that the altitude and velocity.
Oh no! Let's save this.
Informations that about the latitude, longitude, and altitude, and that all.
Come on, let's not crash this.
And just about the tip of the and
represent we are safe.
the head of the rockets, so that now you can also and the opposite side is the tail and the engine side of the rockets.
Okay, and looks like we have the main engine, the first main engine, main engine cut off should be around this time. You can see the velocity has already dropped, but the altitude has already gained up.
It is announced that about that separation of the stage 1 and the 2. Okay, on the right hand side, this is the events. So this is the stage 1 and the 2 separations.
Okay, stage 1 and stage 2 interstage separation and ignition of the
engines. So to the plan about
ignition of the second stage engine there.
Around place in the 5 seconds and later than the plan. Yes, so this is the plan, but still there's some the margin of error are there, so that's why. So there was no any problem. That's the kind of discrepancy. The plan is
around
so substantial and
around
large.
40 minutes, 40 seconds ago, we have with ignition of the second stage engine. It's running pretty good and smoothly so far.
The engine of this explain about the screen. So now in the middle of the screen you can find out there's about the yellow line, and you can find out now you have the more of the extended of the red line. So this represent the 3 yellow lines, and the middle of it is about the planned line, but basically that the rocket is in autonomously just to control the
all systems are go. All systems are go.
Okay, so it looks like internet cellular is not really good, unfortunately. Okay, and after the few seconds of the main engine ignition, the SRB-A side booster ignited, and in this case of this flight, it was ignited for the last time. And it's rocketing through the cloud and through the atmosphere, but mostly this is atmosphere. We don't see any cloud. It's pretty good.
Number 50,
yeah.
Ibuki GW lifted off from the JAXA Tanegashima Space
the weather looks pretty good there. Well, at least in my place right now in Sarawak, it's a little bit rainy, some cloud, and it's pretty cold, you know. Not really that's very important information, but maybe just in case some of you guys curious how I feel right now, it's cold, slightly cold, because it's after rain actually. Okay, and they lost a little bit of the.
Now you're looking at replayed and the videos, and also we actually with just that and the watches that on the sides, and it was really just and fresh rights, and we saw that. Now this is a replay of that and the rockets that they kept flying, and from the Tanegashima Space Center. Now you're getting the flight in the far like this. So now you were just looking up from the tail side of the rocket. So this is, and when I look at this replay, that there's a BA2s is now the burnt, and also for core engines, the main, the orange, that below that the main LA7A engines, the burning, and also the 2 SLB, the burnings. That's where they're providing the thrusting power out of the rockets. Okay, so this about the boosters burst ended. Now, can you check out the separation? Yes, and we can just look at that separation. So this is about that the blue, white, the light and the color is that's what the core ones, and the 2 and about the 2 dots, the red dots. This is, and it wasn't after the ending that the burning of this BA, and now it's like and parting away is very clearly. Yeah, we can look at that. So that the main engine is about the liquid and the hydrogen, and also for that's about the color of that's the is in the white blue color. This is just the burning of this. So it's very difficult to follow and with the cameras. Okay, so, and now you look at that replay video. So now next press 500, I'm sorry, 755 seconds.
Oh, I
So
just
the next
want to
event
talk.
will be the 950
And I forgot
seconds. So
I have
that's
already
we have
switched
some more
off the
time
mic.
until the
But-
next event for that
but
rockets.
hello
So
to
that
the
it will
audience.
lift it up from the Tanegashima Space Center, and once
I will
we
reiterate
go
once
into
more.
the
After the
east
separation of
side,
the
and after that,
of the
we just,
SRB,
and changes
okay,
the
because
direction
the
to
field
the
mostly
south
already
and going to the farther
it's not
south
mostly
now.
it's already
Okay, so
depleted, and the
once
thrust
it's the
the thrust
it's not to
itself
the
is
south, but
no
once
longer
once
no
it's
longer
heading
enough to
to the
carry the
east,
rocket. It will be
because
separated,
now they'll
and it will
first
just
of all
go
try to follow
out
it
of
from the
its own way.
ground and the land,
But
and
before the separation of the SRB
as
happens,
fast as possible, and
the
after that
SRB
we just go away.
A-A
After that, they change
flight
the
booster,
routes
after
going
all of
to
that fuel
flying the
depleted,
course.
it's
Okay, so
the
for
flame
that,
and
this rocket,
let's just say the pressure,
that flying,
everything,
just like that, going to
even the
the
heat
south like this. And
is
the
just
other is
still
that, for example,
expelling out of the rocket, and the
stationary
thrust
orbit,
and
like that, for
residual
the
still
weather satellites, that will be
still enough for
staying above
few
the
tenths of
Japan. Even
seconds
that's a
for the
satellite
rockets
when
to
going
still be propelled
and
with
it's
the
not going to the
residual
south,
thrust
but to
before
going to the
eventually
east.
separated. So
Is
that's
the case
why
that
it
the
happens
satellite and
on the
in
first
this
stage of the flight
GW,
before
this will go
eventually
into
the first stage
vertically row and go around
just separated
the Earth, and
from the
going to
rocket,
happen the
and then
surface.
the
So that's why going
interstage
to
separation and the
south.
second stage ignition. So that's that you need to know.
Okay, so now it's X plus 843 seconds.
915
Next will the
seconds.
event will be in
Okay,
915
and
seconds.
the next event
Yes,
would
it will
be the
soon. Well, the next event
separation
will
of
take place.
not
And
separation.
I'm just
The
excited,
next
and that's,
the next event
yes,
would be
I'm gonna
the
just
burnout
skip a
of the
bit, and now I'm
would be
waiting
the
for the
burnout
next
of the
events. Okay, so
second stage, and after that,
now,
not long
see
after
the
that, it will
rocket is now
around
in
16
the
minutes and
separation
1
of
second.
the first stage, and
The
getting now the satellite is on
GOSAT-GW satellite would be
second stage
separated from
rockets, and
the
there's no any and the
from the
belly,
rocket,
and
and
now
from
the
the
satellite is now
from
exposed.
how do I say, from the
without any
payload
cover.
housing
So
itself.
that an altitude is
So that's payload
about
adapter
now
housing. Yeah,
ready
yeah.
for that to
That's
get
why I
away
want to
from that impact from
elaborate
the
it,
air,
and it should
that
be
there's no
separated
problem for
around
the satellite that is
not
exposed
not really that far away from the syllabus, okay, from syllabus or
So for the rockets
or
now,
basically
and going up
yeah
to the
around the
altitude, and also
syllabus
speed up,
island
accelerate
chain
the velocity.
located around the Indonesia,
So,
and you know
and
it's not, and you see it's not even that far away from my
in no
from my
time,
place. Yes,
and
after that
the
Borneo,
cutoff for
and then
the second
going
engine.
slightly, and you've already arrived Sarawak. So that's that.
Okay, so now
So,
the
yeah.
second stage engine cut
Last
off.
flight of
It's
the
confirmed. It's and
last
everything
flight
is going well,
of this
and
launch,
the
and
next
I'm
and
also
now you
honored
have
to
the
also
66 seconds
witness
is
the launch
waiting for
itself.
that
So
separation that
that's
will
that.
be GW. That's that big event.
Okay,
So that's from
and
the
already cut off of the
to the separations that
we
now,
we have
and
already
that's
witnessed the
liquid
cut
trying
off of
to
the
just adjust its the attitude.
second
Now,
stage,
no time we can observe
the
about the
SECO,
separation
second
of
engine
this
cut off.
GW.
So ready for the GOSAT-GW separation. We'll see.
966 seconds. Just wait
Okay,
over seconds.
here we go. Any seconds from now? Should be it. And Okay, and looks like GOSAT-GW has already fully separated.
H-IIA ロケットの
And that's it. The mission completed in good condition. At least preliminary, looks like the launch is flawless. The launch of the final launch of the H-IIA rocket is flawless. It's good. We can see that everyone's looking pretty happy there.
Number 50, the last flight. We wish Ibuki GW a successful and fruitful mission.
Yeah, so yeah. Congratulations! Congratulations to JAXA for the successful final launch of the H-IIA rocket, and also for the overall the H2 rocket family. It's no longer operational, but yeah, it's basically like a bittersweet right now. You know, it's a bittersweet experience here. You know, on the other hand, what's bitter is that we don't see these rockets going to fly anytime soon. But yeah, I wish I go with this kind of stream sooner. Much more sooner than later, but still better today than nothing. Yeah. So this is something I'm actually a little bit that we are not going to see this anymore. But on the other good news, however, is that looks like the GOSAT-GW satellite looks pretty good. And hopefully it will have a pretty good life ahead of, I don't know, maybe decades from now. I hope so, because I mean, like, imagine this, okay? Imagine you're me. You tune into the rocket launches. I remember almost 10 years ago, or 10 years ago, if I remember correctly. I followed him into the rocket launches. It's like I'm going up looking at this rocket. You know, I'm going up looking on these Delta 4 rockets launches, which is already retired, no longer launches. And now I'm looking H-IIA. Wow, surreal, man! It's very surreal experience, you know. And that's also one of the reasons why I decided I just do last minute stream, you know, for today. Because of that, there's a meaning behind it.
Now, however, the rocket is
yeah, I mean, maybe my word doesn't properly convey anything, but rest easy. This is I really meant it when I say this is a little bit emotional, a little bit bittersweet experience, you know. But at the same time, the good news is that at least this satellite has long life ahead of itself, and today is also. Today is also my first
1 year after launch.
My first try ever, my first usage ever that I'm using headset, you know. I'm using the headphone with the microphone attached on the side, on the left side of it. So that's basically my first time ever for today. Because usually, yeah, because usually I would stream using, you know, earphone piece. I'll just have to keep my hands, my right hand just speaking to the mic and whatnot. But today, well, I'm talking to the headset, but I hope this is okay for you guys. Oh, and goodbye, take care. And you can see this is how the launch pad looks like. Okay. Or if I remember correctly, this is the LA-Y1 or Y2 if I remember. I'm not 100% sure, but you can see there. Wow. So that's that. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Surreal, very surreal. maybe maybe you guys can allow me a little bit. Maybe allow me a little bit time to space out myself just for one, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to end this too early, you know. I just like this next lo-fi, you know, and I just let this sweep until the JAXA itself decided to just press that stop button, and I'll go with my avatar, you know. I'll speak, I'll give a little bit of reflection on what's happening, you know. Yeah. So that's that. I hope sounds good to you. If this sounds good, very good for you, well, you guys can leave feedback to JAXA, you know. And for you guys that there are actually missed the launches of the final launches of the H-IIA rocket, and for the H2 family rocket family as a whole, please replay back to the launches tens of minutes ago. I believe around 20 plus minutes ago, where I covered that stuff, you know. Yeah, so I've already turned off the music because I don't want to be too highly stimulated with the sound, you know. Just a little bit silent moment for me, so I can gain some peace. I can gain some. I don't know how to describe it, but that's it. Here you go, guys. This is the launch of the final launch of the H-IIA rockets, and for the H-2 rocket family as a whole. If I remember correctly, the H-2 rocket it actually launched in 1993, 94, if I remember correctly, or 95. I did these 3 dates. I did these three years, and after that, H-IIA. It was first launched in 2001, and then for the H-2B, basically the first stage basically beef up for the ISS resupply ISS like mission, you know, cargo mission to uh, for Japan side, you know. It's around, if I remember, 2010, something like that. Man, maybe I can be a little bit mistaken, but it's around that year, or slightly a little bit a little wee on the late 2000s, around 2009, 2008, something like that. Yeah, but yeah. What a day! What a day! So yeah. So if you don't hear any music for now, you're not mistaken. Because I just want you to put in this situation of me, right? We just you just don't believe what's already happened. Like, it feels like a dream, you know. It feels like it should like Like you just wish that that great time not getting away of you, and you just wish that that kind of rockets just still launches. But alas, something sometimes there's going to be new things, and new things can be good too. So sometimes, in order for you to just move that new things, you have to you just need to move that old things out, so you can let that new things in. I don't know, it's a little bit weird philosophical rambling for me tonight, or rather more like midnight, you know. So yeah, so that's the reason why. And in case you want to in case you guys really want to know, I can open the music now. Okay, so this is the music I cannot hear, but you guys can hear, because I've already configured this on OBS. Okay, in case you guys wanna know why, because sometimes I have a little bit hard time to sleep, but yeah, partly because of sleep, partly because I'm a little bit of I have a little bit of headache, but how do I say? But sometimes also because of the current weather, current climate right now, and especially this is already raining before, so it's pretty cold to me, and I have to be with exposure. So I guess that's all, guys. Thank you so much for watching the final launches of the H-IIA rocket. If you guys did not yet watch it, you can replay after this, after I've already finished this launch. No worries. Even if it's not immediately, no problem. You can just go and watch back. I don't know, whenever you want. Okay, and yeah, before I also end this stream, I actually how do I say? How do I even sentence this word? Okay, I actually happened to see a comment also, I guess, a comment from this one user, if I remember. He basically said that, like, my videos, I give a pretty sorry for that. I hope that's fine. That it's pretty informational for him, pretty informational for that specific stream, and I believe maybe some of my stuff. And I'm actually very glad if you actually watch this stream, whether it's live or replay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. And yeah, at the same time, your advice is correct. Maybe I should take a little bit way. Maybe I need to take care a little bit more. So sometimes I won't stream. Others maybe I can. Yeah. And hello, Yominaku. Hello. I mean, it's funny. Not that far away. But hello. I really want to end this stream, you know. So thank you, Ivan. If you watch this stream, whether on live right now or replay, I'm very thankful you find it pretty useful. And also, yeah, mic sound is better. So thank you to you, sis. You actually recommend this stuff. That's why. Yeah. I don't know. I can be a little bit pushy, just to show this. Yeah, but she's my younger sister, you know. We just live on the same house, like, effectively. But yeah, maybe I can continue a little bit before I end this stream. So thank you, Yvonne, for your good comment. I mean, it really warms my heart, you know, even though I didn't reply yet, because sometimes I can be a little bit But how do I say? Lately, I'm pretty tired right now. I'm pretty tired, and I can see myself a little bit unwell. So yeah, thank you for your comment. I'll take care of myself way better. And it's a bit 1 a.m. here. So it's better for me to just go end the stream and just plop away, go to sleep. I mean, don't worry, guys. already prayed for sleep, so I can go straight away, plop in, go to sleep. You know. So yeah, I will also reply to his this comment soon. Or if you even watch this on replay or live here, I will reply to your comment soon. Probably after I wake up tomorrow morning. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care, especially because this is summer. Things can be unpredictable. Just like what I've said earlier, few minutes ago. We just have rain here on the evening side, so this night is pretty chilly. It's pretty cold. But yeah, that's it, guys. Goodbye and take care. And okay, maybe I'll to put my signature here. So this is Nene Suguwa standing out, and take care. Bye bye. And I don't know when I'm going to stream next. Maybe the launch of Nisar, which will be onboarded the SLV Mark II rocket. Maybe I'll try to stream, maybe not, because family's life. What else I can do? It's semester, you know. I mean, it's semester break for me, and for my younger sister, basically. So I'm not sure, but I'll try. There is never say never, you know. Never say never. Maybe I'll try stream that. But for the most rocket launches, probably I don't want to stream yet, because yeah, I want to take care. Okay, and I don't want to waste my time. This is a real promise, pinky promise. I will end this stream, and also within 5 minutes I will just shut down this laptop and call it a day. Okay, so that's it. Good night and take care, everybody. Bye bye.